Leaving toxic people isn't just about walking away from someone, it's about walking back to yourself. It's one of the hardest emotional decisions you'll ever make, but it's also one of the most liberating. Today, we're going to break down step by step how to leave toxic people in a powerful, life-changing way so you can reclaim your peace and your life. Let's start with the first and most crucial step. Accept that they are toxic. You cannot leave a situation that you refuse to truly see. We all have flaws, that's normal. But toxic people are different. They consistently drain your energy. They manipulate your emotions, making you question your own feelings. They make you doubt your worth and your sanity. They might control you through guilt, using the silent treatment, or sudden bursts of anger. And a key sign is that they hurt you repeatedly, but never take real accountability for their actions. The moment you stop making excuses for them and accept their behavior for what it is, you take back your power. This isn't about judging them. It's about protecting yourself. You're not being mean. You're being honest. The second step is to stop trying to change them. This is one of the biggest emotional traps we fall into. We tell ourselves, if I just love them a little more, if I'm more patient, they will treat me better. But here's the hard truth. Toxic people do not change because of your love. They only change when they genuinely choose to. And frankly, most of them never make that choice. Your love, your kindness, your patience, those are precious resources. Don't pour them into a bottomless pit. Letting go of the hope that you can fix them isn't giving up. It's the first real step toward reclaiming your peace of mind. It's about realizing your energy is better spent on healing yourself, not trying to repair someone who is committed to being broken. Now for step 3. Create emotional distance first. Before you make a big move like cutting them off completely, you need to prepare your mind and heart. Start by creating space between you and them emotionally. This means you share less about your life, your feelings, your dreams. When they try to engage you, respond less. Keep your answers short and simple. You don't owe them a lengthy explanation for anything. Stop explaining yourself, stop defending your choices, and most importantly, stop seeking their approval. Their validation is a cage. You also need to set small boundaries and stick to them. Maybe you decide not to answer their calls after 9 p.m., or you refuse to discuss certain topics. Each time you do this, you're building up your strength and slowly detaching, which makes the final step of leaving much, much easier. Once you've created that emotional distance, it's time for step 4. Choose your exit strategy. There are 2 main paths here: no contact or low contact. Let's talk about no contact first. This is by far the most effective method for healing. It means exactly what it sounds like: blocking their phone number, removing and blocking them on all social media, and making a firm commitment not to check on them. It also means not responding to any guilt-tripping messages they might send through other people. I want to be very clear about this. Going no contact is not cruel. It is an act of profound self-protection. It's like putting a clean bandage on a wound so it can finally heal without being constantly reinfected. Now, what if no contact is impossible? This is where low contact comes in. You might need this strategy if you co-parent with the person, if they're a close family member you can't completely avoid, or if you work with them. Low contact means you interact only when absolutely necessary. Keep all conversations as short and businesslike as possible. Stick to necessary topics only, like logistics about the kids or a specific work task. Do not get pulled into emotional conversations. This is key. No explaining yourself, no defending your feelings, and absolutely no arguing. Think of it as being a gray rock. You become uninteresting, unreactive, and boring. This gives them nothing to latch onto, nothing to manipulate. It protects your energy while you navigate a situation you can't completely escape. Step 5 is a big one. Expect resistance. Toxic people absolutely hate losing control, and when they feel you slipping away, they will often ramp up their efforts to pull you back in. They might try to guilt-trip you, calling you selfish or ungrateful. They might flip the script and play the victim, making it seem like you are the one hurting them. Some will suddenly change, becoming incredibly kind and apologetic, promising that things will be different this time. This is often called hoovering, like a vacuum cleaner trying to suck you back in. And of course, they will use emotional manipulation, targeting your insecurities and your compassion. When this happens, you must stay firm. Remember, their reaction is not a sign that you made the wrong decision. Their reaction is the very proof of why you needed to leave in the first place. This leads us to step 6. Build a strong support system. Leaving a toxic person, even when you know it's the right thing to do, can feel incredibly lonely. You're creating a void where that person used to be, and it's critical to fill that space with positivity. Lean on supportive friends and family who understand and validate your decision. If you can, consider therapy. A good therapist can give you tools and guidance to navigate this process. Start journaling to process your emotions. Find new goals, hobbies, or routines to focus your energy on. Join a class, start a new fitness routine, or volunteer. When you fill your life with healthy relationships and fulfilling activities, it keeps you from feeling the temptation to go back to what you know, even when what you know was hurting you. Step 7 is to allow yourself to grieve the loss. This might sound strange. Why would you grieve someone who is toxic? Because it's a real loss. You're not just grieving the person they actually were, you're grieving the person you wanted them to be. You're grieving the good times, the potential you saw, the future you imagined. Just because a relationship was toxic doesn't mean it was all bad, and it's okay to miss the good parts. Acknowledging this grief is a normal and healthy part of healing. Don't beat yourself up for feeling sad. Let yourself feel it, process it, and understand that healing is not a straight line. But trust me, every single day you spend away from that toxicity, your life will get a little quieter, a little clearer, and a lot more peaceful. Finally, we arrive at step 8. Rebuild your identity. Being in a relationship with a toxic person for a long time can do a number on your sense of self. They often make you doubt your own judgment, shrink yourself to avoid conflict, and question your worth. You might not even recognize the person you've become. Leaving gives you a precious opportunity to grow again. It's a chance to rediscover who you are without their constant influence and criticism. Ask yourself, what did I love to do before I met them? What makes me feel alive? What are my values? This is your time to reconnect with your true self, to rebuild your confidence, and to start living a life that is authentically yours. Let's end with this truth. Leaving toxic people isn't betrayal. It's not selfish. It is self-protection. It is healing. It is choosing your future over your pain. And the moment you finally truly choose yourself, that's the moment your life begins to change for the better. You deserve peace, you deserve happiness, and you deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content on building a healthier, happier life. Take care.